So behind me I have our garden that we put in last year. It's got orange fencing around it right now, that temporary stuff. It was only supposed to be up for a few weeks last year, but I kept it up all year. So now we're a year later and we've got the garden in and it's time to get the new fence in. So today we're gonna be tearing out our temporary fence that we put in around our garden, and we're gonna be putting in a more permanent structure. We have behind me 4 4x4s and a bunch of 2x4s with some hog panel fencing, and we'll be using that to build a fence. So I'll take you through the process and show you what we did. As you're putting your hog panels in, if you end up with a gap like what I have right here, here's a technique that you can use to suck in this gap if you're short-handed, so that way you get a nice tight fit. There you go. So now we've got it nice and tight against the post, and I can just go ahead and put my 2-inch deck screws in each side, and then I'll break this free. All right, here's a quick update on where I'm at. I got 4 panels in on the long side, so that's all complete. And now all that I have left is the front section of the garden and the single gate. All right, so we've got 1 hog panel left here to install. So we'll do that here in just a moment, but first I'm going to start building the gate. This is an anti-sag kit, and so it's built by Peak. There's other brands out there on the market. I just got this at Home Depot. They're about 50 bucks. What this is going to provide is an anti-sag gate that can be roughly 5 feet in width and then 6 feet tall. So we're sitting at just about 5 feet here. If you wanted something a bit wider, or a bit taller, they do make a heavy duty set. So this is the medium size anti-sag gate. You can get a small size, or they have a large size. So it just depends on the size that you want, but we just need the medium for what we're gonna be building today. So I'll show you that here in a second. All right, so now that we have the hog panel on, I'm just securing it with these poultry net staples. They're 3/4 inch. There's a couple of different options. You can get a bigger staple if you like, but I found that these have worked out just fine. I'm putting in 4 staples to secure the corners, and then I'm doing basically every other square on the tops and sides for retention. It seems to be working out fairly well, so just gonna nail these in. Every other one. yeah, as you can tell, that's really well secured in there. Okay, I think we'll hang the gate. Got the gate in. I didn't want to put chicken wire right here, so I ended up just adding in an extra 4x4 and a 2x4, and I've got that little gap there, but it's fine. I think it looks better than having hog panel fencing. So the gate's all done. Ended up being 5 feet tall by 6 feet wide, and then right there I'm gonna put a black handle and then a single latch, and then it opens like out, and then I'm gonna put another pin right here so I can fasten it back so it'll stay open. If it's windy, it's not getting blown around. And then this is all done now too. So yeah, it came out pretty good, and everything's looking nice and level. The only thing I got to do now is tomorrow I'm gonna bust out the Sawzall and measure the tops. It looks like my shortest top is down here. Michelle got these little owls. But it is my shortest top right here. So you're gonna run string basically all the way across, and then lop the tops off so they're all the same height. And then we had to move all of our decorative bricks out of the way to make room for the gate. So I just basically need to lift those up, fold the wee bear back down, spread the pea gravel out, and then brace those bricks back up against kind of the fence line. And then now we've got this like extra area that we didn't have before with the garden. So we don't know what we're gonna do. We may kind of leave it and just add bark in there and then just expand the garden out, or we may put pea gravel or and then push these bricks out or whatever. I'm not quite sure yet, but yeah, we got this added space. So hey, Kingston, say hi to the camera, buddy. Okay, we finally finished our hog panel fence. All that we have left now is to stain it and then just put some finishing touches on. Now that we've expanded out the garden, we're gonna add in some additional pea gravel, and we'll probably be able to get one more small bed in here for the garden. So overall, we're very happy with how it turned out. We added these solar panel lights for top caps, and so those have been really nice, especially at night. It looks good in the evening. And yeah, it was not as bad of a project as I thought it was going to be. Honestly, the hardest part was getting the posts set, but after that was done, the panels themselves went in relatively quick. So this is a very realistic weekend DIY project. If you're looking at putting in a fence for a garden area or some other area that you're looking to enclose within your yard.